So if you're wanting to go the route of adding all your inventory items amounts for your ROI, then I have a tool for you that you can get on my website. It's at southernmomflair.com, and you would choose the drop down under Excel sheets, and it's the ultimate RA receipt calculator. Now, what this does is it helps you to cost out those individual items with the discounts and the rewards and all the things that go into making those purchases. So if you're getting bogged down in the paperwork, then you might want to get this little calculator. So a lot of my students ask for this whenever they are putting their items in QuickBooks. And so basically you just grab your receipts, open the worksheet, run down the receipt and plug in the prices, and then it will do all the tallying for you. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is the Excel sheet that you would get in this. And basically you would just plug in your regular price, your discount. So say it's half off, you'd put 50%. So if it's a BOGO over here, you can see the discount is 50%. So you just put 50 there. If you had any cash rewards or certificates that you were using during the purchase, not necessarily the ones that you're earning, because you'll use those on another receipt when you buy that or use it. But if you have some that you're using, maybe you're using Kohl's Cash or something of that nature, you could put those in. You've got coupon savings or gift cards that you may be using. The shipping, now I put this in, even though this is mainly for RA, I put the shipping in here in case you wanted to use it for OA as well. And sometimes you have shipping. I try to avoid shipping at all costs, but sometimes we have to pay it. And then the percent of tax. Now, I did put you some extra things to calculate over here. So say you had several items and you wanted to split the shipping amongst all of them, you could put the total amount of shipping, the amount of items that you have, and that will give you your shipping per item, which you could put over here. And the same thing goes with sales tax. If you just want to spread that across the board, maybe you have some things that are taxable and some things that are not, but you just want to make it even, and you can do that here. I'll tell you about the discount here as an example, the 50% for BOGO. If you're doing multi-packs, then this is where you would have your individual packs. You would put in your total for however many individual items you bought, and it will calculate here to give you the amount. But if you say you had 100 of these and you sold them in 2-packs, so the multi-packs, you put 50 here and it will give you the total cost per pack. Same thing happens over here when we're doing the bundle calculator. So if you, I'll show you in just a second, I'll run this little 15-second video, but it's going to add the totals that are going into these is in the example, and they'll put them over here to give you a total cost for your bundle. So let's watch that really quickly. You can see it's running over here. Okay, so that's the video on the website. Let me just give you a little run through of what that is actually doing. So here's your totals in the blue for that bundle. So if you were to plug those amounts in here, you can see what your total cost per bundle, per putting all, if you had the 3 items and put them in here and they were individually priced. This would be the total amount for per item. And then over here, when you add your actual items, number of items that you purchased, this would be the total on that receipt. So in this case, we had $346 per item. We had 2 items and they were $693. If I sold them just single packs, then they would be excuse me, if I sold these two in a single multi-pack, then that would be $6.93 for that multi-pack. It makes a little more sense when you come down here and you have 10 of them individually, and then you have multi-packs. Maybe you have 2 in a pack, so you have 5 multi-packs, and that gives you that total. And the same thing here. So that gives you a little tool to use that will help you speed up putting in your cost per item for ROI.